Hello. Hi. This is Barnes Park as usual. I think it's probably about 1 o'clock in the morning. I love this park. Um, this is where I could really walk in peace. It's well lit, which I like, and the police station's right there. So it's safe. My car's safe. People walk their dogs. You know, in the morning it's like a lot of the elderly people are walking here and exercising. And later on, the kids, little, there's a Boys and Girls Club right there. So they like make a line, and there's like 50 kids with chaperones, and they're little. They just walk up and they go play at the playground right there. Little ones, like 4 through 12 or 4 through 11 or something. So cute. But, anyways, all right. So I got to tell you a story. What do you think of this story? Right. I'm just telling you where I was at. So, it's beautiful. I can't thank this park enough. I have a whole park pretty much to myself. My private park. I got a mansion. I couldn't get a park this big. Anyways, or buy land. You know, it's very peaceful, very cool, temperature wise. Got the sprinklers on all the time. So. Anyways, all right. Here's a story. You gotta pay attention. Okay, I wanted to tell you a story. Okay, the story is I have a friend of mine that calls me Cuckoo Cat, and um, he calls me Cuckoo Cat, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm Cuckoo Cat, right? So I'm like, all right, but um, the reason is because of one time I was I was I'll tell you the story a little later, but he's asking me one day. He just called me the other day, like 2 days ago. He goes, "Are you working?" And he's a great friend of mine. Always concerned, am I, working? Do I see my kids? Uh, and I know him and his family and his kids and his parents. So he's always checking up on me. Great friend, great friend. So he calls me or he's texting me. He goes, "Are you working?" I go, "No, I'm spending time with my dad." And then after I dropped off my dad, um, he was asking, he goes, uh, "Are you working?" And I go, "No, I don't feel like working. I'm blow off the day." He goes, "Well, just come over." Right? He tells me, "Just come, come to my house." So I'm like, okay. I'm like an hour away, 45 minutes away. I'm like in La Cienega. And he's all the way in San Gabriel. So it's like, okay, so there's no traffic, but it still takes time to like, okay, go over there. So I show up and it's like 11:30 at night, and he's got a friend, Kathy, there. This guy's name's Henry, by the way, good friend of mine. I've known him 23 years. But uh, I show up. He goes, um, "You spent time with your dad?" And I go, "Yeah, yeah." He goes, "What'd you do?" I go, "Well, I went. I took him to the doctor's office, uh, medical facility to do an MRI scan, and I was talking with the technician, and they're saying, okay, does he have like a pacemaker, any electronic device regarding his previous operation, fillings like that, metal, right? He goes, yeah, Dad, you got to take off. You got to take off your watch, any rings, any kind of metal stuff, and so do I, because I'm going to be in the room with you. And then I go, oh, he has a metal object? I go, yeah. She goes, yeah. And I go, well, he has a bullet inside of his heart. Are you paying attention? Are you paying attention? So my father has a bullet inside of his heart. Okay, and that's a long story, but he has a bullet inside of his heart. You know, because he's been stabbed, and you know he's a karate black belt, and every time somebody tried to rob him at his restaurant that he owned a bunch of restaurants, you know, or get mugged. One time the guy pulled a gun and he fought him, but he got shot like at close range, bullet inside of his heart, and he lived. Right? So this was like decades ago that he has got a bullet in his heart. Um, I remember we went to Japan and the X-ray went off. It's like, oh, I got a bullet in my heart. Anyways, uh, um, so what happened? Okay, so I'm telling Henry and Kathy this story. I'm going, yeah, I have yeah. So they said, no, we can't. You, we can't do the MRI scan because that thing could vibrate and it could damage your heart. It's inside your heart, so it could damage your heart and you can die. So I go, Dad, it's just a scan anyway. So we left, and then we went to go eat tofu soup, in Koreatown, and then I dropped them off. And then next thing you know, I'm at my friend's house, and I go, yeah, my dad's got a bullet in his heart. And I go, yeah. And the funny thing is, my mom, and this is a long story too, is my mom, uh, and it's in. I was pointing to my daughter's book, okay, my daughter's book, and I probably shouldn't spoil it, but there's a chapter in the book about my mom when my mom and dad owned a coffee shop the size of it was like a Norm's. It's called Norman's in South Central. My mom's like 21. Me and my sister were already born. We were pretty young, like 2 years old, and my dad was probably like 28 or something, 20, 29. Anyways, a 19-year-old black kid walks in 6 o'clock in the morning. And my mom's the only one doing the shift. She's working the cash register. There's no one up front. The cooks are in the back, and um, the black kid, and this is not a racist thing. He's a black 19-year-old, 5'11" black kid. Orders a cup of coffee. When my mom opened the drawer, the kid walked around the corner, pulled out a gun, and says, "Give me the money in the register." Okay, so you're 21, you got two little kids. You're a Japanese woman inside a South Central coffee shop. A 19-year-old black kid pulls a gun on you and says, "Give me the money in the register." What's the logical thing to do, right? So my mom closes the register, opens up her drawer, pulls out her 22, points it at the kid, and cocks it and says, "Get the fuck out of here." This story is written in my daughter's book. Okay, um, my daughter's book. It's a chapter called "The Witch," and the book is called Ken Hayashi and the Magic Academy. Book one, The Boy and the Witch. Okay, it's about this boy uh, being raised by a witch. Anyways, so that's what my mom does, right? So I mean, I could give you the. I mean, it's a spoiler alert. You should read how Ashley wrote the story. I'm summarizing it. It's a chapter in the book, but it goes like this. It goes like they were both had their guns towards each other like this, and then he ran out the door. He ran. So it's like, okay, he ran, so it's done. And then the cops see this kid running down the street 6 o'clock in the morning. So they stop him, and then they find the gun on him. And they're like, okay, who got robbed? It's 6 o'clock in the morning, so it's either the gas station or the coffee shop, the Norms. So they went to the, by the way, my mom and my dad owns the Norms, Normans, okay? So it's a big place. And then my, 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 the police go ask the gas station. Nope, they're not robbed. Goes to my mom's dad's place, and they go, and my mom goes, yeah, he didn't pay for his coffee. I got robbed. So then a couple months later, my mom's in court, then because they're trying to put her to jail for pulling a gun on a black kid. She's 21, he's 19, and he came in there his place to rob her. So that's the story, and it keeps going. I mean.